Okay, now we're live.
Oh, thank God! I thought we were on.
Do you move up a little bit? No, you're all right. You should be all right.
Very
You should be all right.
hands.
I just watched them.
Oh.
Yo, it's your final three boys. It's me.
Granty Scott Claus.
No. Eliver Seafoam Soldier.
Eliver Dan.
Eliver Seafoam Soldier.
Chris.
Yes, exactly.
Christopher Versace.
So you can have...
Eliver Dan.
No.
Granty Scott
There's
Claus.
no way. There's no way I'm being there. No.
What was yours?
Eliver Seafoam Soldier.
That's rubbish. That sucks.
Sorry, don't call my stream. Tell me it's rubbish.
That is not good.
Guys, i.e. Kurt, let us know if that's a good one, because I feel like that's actually great. I thought a really funny one that only works if you know Japanese baked goods.
Really quite niche.
Sean, I'll tell you anyway.
Come on.
Sean just loved it. Melanie pan. This is a Japanese breakfast good that's very popular called melon pan.
Oh. Yo, it's your boy, Dan.
No, you got to do...
Ready for the screen.
You got to do Kitty, Dan, Claus.
Kitty Dan. Eliver Dan is here.
No! Kitty, Dan, Claus.
Oh.
So we've got. What should we just wait for the last one?
Why did he go just at this point?
I don't know. Sorry we're late, by the way, Kurt. We sort of had gingerbread and also just like absorbing the epicness of the last episode. But yeah, should we wait for Chris to come back? Do you think?
Don't say anything until then.
No, Kurt says Kurt. There's only one thing. That's fast. Don't love that, Kurt. I'm not gonna lie. No.
Thanks, Kurt.
No.
Back me up.
No. Yeah. I need some wine to get through the stream.
Me and Kurt versus the...
I've actually got... Okay, so didn't stream last episode because it was John and Jess Fame's birthday. But also...
a sad little roast by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I had to watch a roast episode by myself, which I hated. I hate cringe stuff, and I really struggle with that. But to be fair, I don't think it's been like... Because I've not loved the season generally anyway, there's not been a ton to really say about the last few episodes. But this episode I got quite a lot of feelings on. So I'm excited to dive in.
Dive straight in.
Well, no, so got to wait for Chris, haven't we? So sit here for a minute. Kurt, what's going on with you? You've got a limited amount of time to update us on what's been going on. Don't say... Well, you can say your thoughts in the episode, but we're going to go through it, obviously, stage by stage, piece by piece.
Just waiting for Kurt to type something. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I know, because I'm anti-cringe. I'm
like it's intentional cringe.
No, what?
Like when you do it, it's funny. Like
no,
Seafoam Soldier.
I take myself very seriously.
Sus.
Thank you. Don't patronise me.
Ooh, a promotion coming. That's exciting.
Oh, nice one. That is exciting. Yeah.
Cool. That's exciting. Let us know when that happens.
Give me a little round of
Although
applause.
there'll be no streams now because there's no drag race in December.
Well, I was thinking about this earlier because
I can't believe it. There's no drag race. There's been drag race every month this year.
I know. Well, we could watch Canada or like one of the other ones.
They're not on now. They're available to watch, but they're not.
Maybe that's why Kurt's having a slight allergic reaction to the stream ending this season.
Maybe that's what it is.
I think it could be it, Kurt. I apologise for that.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this earlier because like I do enjoy doing YouTube things. And it would be nice to do something else. But what else can I do? Everything else I've tried has failed. Not when this has worked either.
Do some more Sabrina.
I still said I enjoyed that. Should I try Sabrina again?
Sabrina the Teenage Witcher is one of my favourite things you've ever done.
Thanks, I really appreciate that.
A lost gem.
What about me being friends with you?
You know what you're like? You know Eva Cassidy? She was that woman that died and had cancer. And afterwards, everyone was like, can't believe we didn't know about her when she was alive.
Yeah. Oh my God, very that.
When you die, people find your two Sabrina the Teenage Witch videos and think, oh, what a shame we didn't appreciate those more at the time.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that every day.
Melissa Joan Hart will just be there being like,
just on the floor, like rocking back and forth. Like, can't handle it. But speaking of, people would like actually watch this video and subscribe to my channel for that, and then they get this shit like every week pop up.
This is the best part of the stream, the beginning part. Right?
Oh, I agree. Thanks, Kurt. I appreciate it. I know you will.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we sort of like read the intro now? Okay, we've got to hear what we're doing. You should be able to figure. He should be able to figure his out. His is easy.
Eliver Dan.
No, really not. Okay, so with me, let's just do the intro again. I would like cut me now if I'm bothered. Okay, yo, it's your boy. Eliver Seafoam Soldier, and to my right but your left, we've got Kitty Dan Claus, and finally we've got
Christopher Versace.
There you go.
That's what we
Sorted.
think you. I'm having a hell of a day.
No, you're really not. He's having kitty Dan claws.
Does suit you more.
Told you, thank you. You're trying to
I'm
get
ready.
exactly. See,
I think it's a determination.
exactly.
So,
oh, sorry,
Is
do you want to
this
say
mulled wine?
later?
Is this mulled wine?
No, it's just a fruity. She's a jammy lady.
She's a very jammy.
She is. It's got a really nice label. I'll show you the stream as well. What do you think? Cool,
That's
right?
mulled wine. That's not.
No, rich, jammy, and smooth.
is that on your recommendation this
Literally.
week?
Yeah, it's good wine.
Other wines are available.
I like it.
It's called mulled wine.
It's
Cold,
not.
cold wine.
Cold wine.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Very dark.
She died.
Don't mention that woman's name in my house.
Okay, should we go through the actual episode?
We must.
So we were enjoying a very nice chili con grante at the beginning of it. So we may have.
Can I just say that I had alternative names for the stream tonight that I was strongly vetoed against?
Go on then.
Chili Scott Claus and Crystal Con Carne.
They were both better
My
than just
humour
a nice time.
is far too elevated for these primitive people.
Okay, well again, then we can have a vote. Like if you think that's better than my aptly named. I mean, listen, my name's fair. People know what they're getting into. Don't listen to Kurt.
Ella the Seafoam Soul.
Literally, I see no issue with that. Okay, let's go through this episode. I'm sick of this pre-show bants, so let's dive in. Okay, so my first note is, so it's Christmas.
Christmas when we all know this was filmed in March.
Exactly. That's like a widely known thing as well, right? It's not like that's a niche thing that only hardcore people know. Like, people know it's filmed like.
Yeah,
We just recovered from the last Christmas.
we absolutely know that was not
Yeah.
filmed now.
No.
So it must have felt really weird for them.
Yes, Kurt. There you go.
I mean, you're getting him where he hurts now because he's very proud of his puns.
Okay, let's do a final test. Kurt, you can vote on this. Like this would be you can be
No,
the
I don't
decider.
think we need to vote. Actually.
Chris,
We need to
think
vote.
up a pun now. You've got 10 seconds, and this is going to be your.
A pun about what? I need a theme.
Okay, you're on the beach, and you're having a nice time. Go.
What?
I'm on a beach and I'm having a nice
Is
time.
that it? That's the context to
Yeah.
make a pun.
Yeah. If Chris is pun master, he can get this. He
No,
can do
but
this.
my puns are clever. I need something more like complex than that.
Have you got something in mind?
Okay,
What happens when you go to the beach? Run me through it.
okay, I'm there. Just on the
I'm
beach.
on the beach and I'm having a nice time.
How about Seafoam Soldier? Because you're on the beach and you're grog. And your channel's called Seafoam Soldier.
Stop the recording. Get rid of it.
Kurt, so you can
Kurt
decide on
doesn't
that.
deserve this.
I was not given a good lineup, to be fair.
You're on the beach and you're having a good time. So cringe.
Grant goes to those beaches.
Exactly, there's a lot of puns you could have done.
Right.
Okay, so
Go.
how do you feel? So, okay, the Christmas thing I actually want to talk about a bit because the only time I've done Christmas on the show was that horrific Christmas special, right? Like,
Which I've never watched because apparently it's awful.
smart.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
It's really, you really do not watch it genuinely.
The holiday special was it called?
Holiday.
That's it.
Mm.
I mean, it's just as bad.
Very much Chris level. But yeah, it's kind of strange to like have a Christmas final episode, right?
It was just odd. Yeah, and it's clearly like we were like, why has he done this? Then it was like, oh, I'm going to do
Oh,
a
it was
song,
obvious immediately.
a Christmas song that you could download now from iTunes. Like, oh, Rue's cashing it.
Yeah.
So they must have said, oh, this goes out on the 25th of November.
I really did like the song though.
I know, so
It was
the song's very good. But it's this annoying thing because he kept saying the debut of like new song or whatever. It's like, no, this song came out, I double checked, it came out in 2018. Because I remember hearing it being like, that's actually a bop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, absolutely not a new song, but it is good.
And I guess we'll get on to the performance, but
yeah,
was
no,
good.
I thought we was going to skip that.
I'm sorry. Go straight to comes.
Exactly. Okay, so my next note is okay. So I mean, they come back at the end. So this note isn't for when they come back at the end, but my next note is: was it necessary for the Queens to come back? Because they came back like at the beginning of the episode, and nothing really happened. Like they didn't really say anything of interest. Like, do you remember anything from that?
No, I forgot it even happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Like they did it later and it was much better because then they actually had a talk.
They
So
did.
why
They
did
came out like 3 times during the episode.
Yeah, it's like, why are you
They
doing
had,
it?
they had a talk initially, but like no one said anything. Like it was just.
I don't even remember it.
That's what I mean. It just wasn't good, and like I was really excited to see Vanity again after so long.
She wasn't just been eliminated.
Yeah,
for
she
the
was,
next thing, and it's
exactly.
like, so how you feeling?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
bless her. Let her go back to Mitchum first, at least.
Yeah. Okay, so I thought we could have a little talk about the interviews. So I feel like Kitty, Kitty was the least engaging one during the interview. I thought they were good generally, but Kitty's was kind of a bit like I was uninterested by hers. Like
Just wasn't
zoned out.
enough personal trauma in any of them. My liking.
Agreed.
All
No.
of their parents were alive.
Exactly.
They all had really supportive company.
Crystal tried to like bring her grandma into it, right?
Which is a bit like, I mean, that's a bit tenuous. Like, oh, my nan died. Like, well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, Kirst, that's a good question, which is who do we want to win? I think we're all unanimously Team Ella the Seafoam Soldier, right?
Absolutely.
Stop trying to make that work.
it's happening. Go on.
I wanted Elevate to win. I expected Kitty Scott Claus to win.
I know.
I did not expect Crystal to win.
Like, there
but
was
I'm
a
not.
Twitter poll in the week I saw of like a drag race thing. It was like, who do you want to win? And I think Crystal got like 5%. Ella got 80.
I'm not surprised. We're going to that. I think we're going to that at the end.
It's just Rue's judgment, as usual, is like a bit off.
Wait, we're going to at the end, I think, because I feel like we should do it in order.
Yeah, that's not racing ahead.
Yeah. And also, I think I'd said it in the last stream, or maybe last couple of streams, I've actually grown to tolerate Kitty. I don't actively dislike her. I think she's alright. She's not really for me still, but
Grant does mean Ella Dan.
no.
Yeah.
She meant Kitty Dan Claus.
Chrissy Scott Claus.
I feel like the gingerbread's ready, by the way, Chris.
Much in here.
Chris,
It's not really good.
I feel like gingerbread's ready.
Oh, it needs a bit more. So he just started to get fragrant.
No, because it'd be soft and squishy. You'd have it with a bit of ice cream.
Oh, myself some ice cream. Saving that. Okay.
Don't let it cook too long. I don't think it's done yet.
So,
Carry
so the next day is we were sort of chatting about it. I was writing it down anyway. Is I wonder if like Crystal's on the asexual spectrum just doesn't have the words for it.
Yeah, which is cool because
I don't think
it really normalizes it. Because I listen
Yeah,
to her
exactly.
talk and I'm like, yeah, like why not? Like you're interested in other stuff. Who gives a shit?
she
like,
just seems exactly.
like she's clearly spent her time well, like in terms of her drag. Like she's really talented.
Well, I think the thing is like she's showing little interest. Of course, if we put detail on here, we can just dump the gingerbread straight on here, right?
Sure.
Cheers.
But then where would the ice cream go?
Oh,
It's interesting.
there is ice cream in the freezer, so I'll have to root around for it a little bit. Oh no, we've got the yogurts. We've got the yogurts we have to use. They have any yogurts.
Ice cream or yogi?
Yogi, do you get the detail? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Just dump it on the table, right?
So yeah, like I think that's kind of cool if that is the thing.
Yeah, we just doesn't have the words for it, right?
Yeah, and that's great. Like that's
It's not great. It'd be better if she knew the term.
sorry.
What was I saying? Yeah, because I think it's like because it started off saying like she just rather prioritize drag, but then we heard this episode that she just doesn't really have an interest in it. It seems like her interest, she's more interested in
Yeah.
everything else apart from picking up. Which
And
is
like
nice.
this episode of all the episodes has made me like Crystal a lot more. I've not really been her biggest fan the whole season, and I'm not necessarily she's not my winner, but I'm not like. Remember, like when Lawrence Chaney mum, me and Grant looked at each other in fucking horror, like.
Oh, I thought it was
What?
like a moment of lust.
Oh, that's afterwards. It turned into
I'm
that.
always confused those two.
Yeah, but it was just like
I'm happy. I'm really happy for Crystal.
Right,
Yeah,
let's skip
it's
ahead.
just-
it's hard not to. We know the
Okay,
outcome.
did you talk about winning now then?
Yeah, let's just get it done.
I'm just glad
I
this
don't
is the
think
last
so.
stream. Sorry, I'm totally honest.
Are we done?
No, I think Dan has summed it up pretty perfectly actually when we watched it. Again, should have saved it for the stream. But Rue just chooses his favourite early on. Like it's obvious. Like Rue didn't hide the fact he loved Crystal.
Well, yeah, like
And
where was the episode? Was it Snatch Game where she did a really bad job, and then he just did this weird speech of like, "You should be so proud of yourself." Like,
Yeah.
well, where did that come from?
the whole way through, like as I was saying, like we barely get any flaws from Crystal in Rue's in the judge's eyes. It's always just extremely positive.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't true.
It's the same journey as Lawrence Chaney. So, did really well at the beginning, Rue latches onto them as being amazing, and then sort of doesn't do that much else throughout the rest of it, and then just wins.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Ella was off the radar a bit for like maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes, then just smashed it every week,
But she
and then just didn't win.
Mm.
And she had 4 badges over the other ones
she
too.
wasn't great in this. Okay, no, her runway wasn't. I didn't like her runway. She was good in the
But you guys are
performance.
king ahead so all over the place. Absolutely.
But it's related to the fact that she did really well in the challenge.
But
Am I still skipping ahead?
Yeah, this episode. You can skip ahead if you want.
No, I won't. It's fine. It's fine. You tell me what to say and when
There's a
to
lot
say
of
it.
rules
Okay.
with drag, apparently.
I want you to just say every 2 minutes, Ella the Seafoam Soldier. Thumbs up. If you could do that, that'd be great.
I will say it's really fucking cool that a drag race winner is now from Kent. Like, Kent has its own drag race winner.
It's cool to do it, so could I.
Exactly.
It was just,
Chiselhurst's first snatch crowd. That'll be you. Granty's got claws.
I don't know who that is.
Chizzy Hurst.
Chiselhurst. Jizzy
Chizzy Hurst.
Jizzle.
Grim. It's just like her.
Jizzleman is all.
Where? Jizzle Hurst games?
That's his grinder name.
Not to be confused with Wookie Hole. You're not going to hear them.
Yes, Crystal was third in track record.
Got some gingerbread.
No, I'm too hungry now to eat.
Maybe have some ice cream.
What's
No,
next on your little list?
Hate both of you.
Little hearts in it as well. Thank you.
Oh, that was for when I was saying Veronica Shade Fest. When I got back to the workroom, I really enjoyed that. When they were getting ready, it kind of genuinely was for me. Okay, so the choreographer was really cool, like very nice and supportive, which is something we're not used to seeing on Drag Race.
Apart from the end when he was like, "Don't be too easy." On this."
Yeah, that was funny.
It's really weird to hear that. When most days people are like, "Don't put too much pressure on." No, you need to be really good.
But also his that was really funny. We all laughed at when he said, "Was it about Kitty or something?" He's like, "Oh, that's already quite fun." I really enjoyed that. Yeah,
What did he say? What was his exact word?
it literally was. I wrote
That's
that.
already quite fun.
Yeah.
Good.
I wish you guys would say that to me every so often.
This is already quite fun.
Yeah, genuinely, that's lifted me up so much. Thank you. And like, it's just like, but also it's in context, it's like one of them like doing some really awkward like choreography, like half-assed, like on a kind of thing, and he's like, "Oh, it's already quite fun."
That was quite fun then.
Exactly. I really like that.
Really quite fun.
It really was. Okay. Oh yeah, and also like he's not playing the game like Todrick, who's trying to like be. I don't know. I think we still don't know whether Todrick's just a dick in real life or is a dick for the show. But you know, this guy's not playing a role he was cast as. He's just being nice and supportive, which is
Yeah,
nice
well.
to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what he's wearing. Okay, so now on to the actual thing, like runway / challenge. Right, unless anyone's got anything else to say.
No.
So like I love the first.
Ice cream.
Oh my god. Okay, so in the fridge, it's actually good ice cream. Get it out to melt a little bit.
It needs a bit of ice cream with it. It needs something sweet with it.
But we need to use yogurts up though. Do you have
Obsessed with those
different
yogurts. You're obsessed with those
We can dip
yogurts.
them in yogurts. The cheesecake ones are really nice at the left, bottom left. Yeah, grab all of those in some spoons if you don't mind, please.
Felt like it's the colour of your bottom. Says it's very Kitty Grant claws.
What? No, you tricked me into that.
Shorts. Sorry.
He's just wearing his speedos
They're shorts. Look, they go down my legs.
for once.
Right.
But yeah, I love Graham's suit. I thought we should talk about what they're wearing briefly. Rue's outfit was like not a final episode look, in my opinion.
It was fine. Like it caught the colours, which I thought was fun. Like it was sometimes green and sometimes like blue, and that was very exciting.
You really enjoyed that, didn't
I
you?
really enjoyed that. It's my favourite thing.
It's a very long teaspoon.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Much longer than your rolling pin.
That's very fair. I was very proud of my length of my rolling pin. Thank you very much.
Grant has a total chode on a rolling pin.
Represent. What was the thing I was saying? Oh yeah, the look. So Rue's look was like meh, but I love Graham's look. It was like Maybe it's the coolest man look I've seen on the show by a mile for me. I
I
just
want
love
that jacket.
This is really good yogurt, by the way. Yeah, and I see like the suit. It's like the shirt as well was really cool. It was just
I enjoyed Michelle's hair.
Nice to
Yeah.
all those Tyler Neptune suits that RuPaul wears.
yeah, Nice. He's obviously partnered with the wrong people.
Oh, I love out of date yogurt.
It's only about like it's only about one day, right? Should be right.
Mm.
Don't want to.
No, it's fine. Witnesses.
It used to be just pure liquid.
She dummy.
I don't know where your bottoms are from.
Oh, I think next. I don't know. I've got a better pair, but I'll wear at least. But thank you.
Get them on later.
Okay, I will do especially having to do my finale look. Slightly better joggers. Let's say, and I liked Ross's, not Ross, fuck, that's America. Alan Carr's. He's basically the UK.
Just because they're all gay
Ross
men.
nephews, exactly. I liked his thing as well, but like Graham stole the show for me, 100%. Okay, so okay, so my next note was so when the other queens came out during the song, we'll go for performances as well. And this is what I want to talk about. I mentioned earlier is Victoria healed up pretty quick, eh? Because if this season was filmed over, even if it wasn't 10 days, which I don't know if it was because that's been refuted now. Even if it's filmed over like a couple of weeks, even if it's like 3 weeks, which is pretty standard, it's probably quicker than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Victoria had to go home because she couldn't walk because of a leg thing. And she's back bopping around the back of the stage, flatlining.
But she had her
No, she
crutches at the
wasn't.
beginning. She did.
Well, she shouldn't have had those. That's not a professional.
Like, leave them at the side of the stage where they should be.
Oh, so she wasn't crutches.
Mhm.
I take all of that back then.
Well,
I think I'm very reasonable.
quite nicely.
Okay, sorry, Victoria.
ableist.
Sorry, Victoria. Although I do feel like we'll go through them, maybe not individually, but I do feel like it's just like a lot of her fashion was questionable. Some of it was really. She started off so strong, but she got bad, and that was all of her finale looks, and her finale look was not a finale look. It was not great.
Mhm.
Better than other days.
Yes, very true. Okay, so should we go through? Okay, first of all, yeah, as we said earlier, the songs are bop, but should we go through their performances and shit and the songs? What do we think?
I think it was a really good group performance. It was
Yeah.
one of
Yeah,
the
I agree.
strongest ones. I'm saying I cannot even remember last year's. I remember it was bad.
Mhm.
But bearing in mind how good season 2 was, the last episode was terrible. I remember there being bad sound quality. That was a really good production. The song was fun. The verses were all really good.
Yep.
They all did a really good job.
I agree.
Did they think Kitty Scott Claus's line about pulling knickers down was too far?
They did.
Graham made a joke, like a comment about that.
Oh,
I was
did he?
like, what? Really?
Do you really?
Was that sometimes she goes too far? I'm like,
No, did you mention that though?
yeah.
I thought
No, I can't remember.
It's just a
Yeah.
weird critique.
I don't think what controversial. I think Ella's was the best first, but I don't think her performance was that great. She seemed a bit disengaged to me.
I
did,
thought
I
that.
thought
Like
so,
she seemed
yeah.
a bit bored and like
Oh, you did as well.
her
Cool.
lip sync.
Yeah,
Her
me too.
lip sync was also a bit half-assed.
Mhm.
she did tell her face it was the final kind of thing. But
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she's probably just very nervous.
No, she doesn't seem to be nervous. She seems quite confident generally.
Yeah, it just seemed like she was done.
If
I
it was,
think-
if it was filmed quickly, then that would make sense, though.
Just fucking exhausted.
So yeah, any other thoughts on the performances?
I think Crystal's was the weakest verse.
Yeah, I agree. That was the most sort of generic, right?
But it wasn't.
It was giving me Roxy Andrews vibes a little bit.
Her dancing was good though.
Her dancing was good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was good. It was good overall. It was a good performance. Like for UK standard as well, it was really good.
Did you see the little ode to Bing Bang Bong in it, where they kind of bent down over each other and did that kind of oh
It's still there, but it doesn't have a windows open for some reason. Shall I go and get back so we see Kurt's comments? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep speaking.
Carry on.
They did the dance move, in Bing Bang Bong, where they kind of go in a formation, lean over each other and do this.
Did they?
They did do that, yeah.
Yeah, that's from loads of girl groups do that, right? It's just like standard girl group choreography.
What I like to think it was from Bing Bang Bong.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, we disagree.
Yeah, I think it is the best song since Bing Bang Bong. Like, so it was the best drag race song maybe since Bing Bang Bong.
Yeah, I really liked it. I would download that.
It was fun.
Okay, do you go for the actual finale looks?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ella's.
It was rough.
I thought actively bad.
Yeah.
Right.
It was weird. It just looked odd.
The shape wasn't correct on her.
Yeah.
The
material
makeup was
wasn't
very
nice.
bland.
Makeup was bad. It was over the top. It was like not polished.
It was not a finale dress.
No.
Outfit.
Or finale makeup. She looked
No.
like her makeup was so good last episode. The wig was a bit rough, but other than that, like she looked so good last episode. I was really pleasantly surprised. It was like a massive step backwards this episode, like back to like episode 1 Ella.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. But I did write down it's still better than Lawrence's finale look, so yeah. She still had a chance to win.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? It wasn't very good, Lawrence's finale.
Remember?
It was basic.
Mm.
Whereas Bimney's was fucking amazing and high fashion and like awesome. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then didn't win.
Kitty?
Yeah, it was nice. She looked pretty. Again, it wasn't like amazing.
It was Trisha Paytas.
It really was, yeah. Mhm.
It was the runway looks where I was like, I think Crystal's going to win it because her look was fucking banging. It was really good.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I
yeah.
really loved the proportions of it. It looked like a cartoon. It was really fun, and it was chic as well.
Yeah.
Very much a Grant of dresses.
I see that for you.
The Katie Grant clause of
Who's that?
works.
Who's that?
I see that.
Oh,
No. Christopher Granty.
That's it.
that's actually quite good. I quite like that one. That's one of the best ones yet.
But it was
Um,
that like fishtail bit at the bottom, and then it swooped up. Then the shoulder pads and
The shoulder, yeah.
the tits. It was just really good. It's probably made me less bothered that she won because I was kind of like,
The only thing that bothers me with those tits is that fucking line that you get around the neck. There must be a way of hiding that. Close up, they look dreadful, but the look itself is.
it's actually only been this series where I've noticed the line.
because they've
really?
all been wearing
The
the
UK
boobs.
queens have all done it, and it's like been really badly disguised.
I've never seen the boobs used so much in a series of Drag Race before, other than the season.
Kurt Scott, yeah, true. Kurt's also been said too. He's saying Lawrence's finale look was meant to be her promo look, but she was told she couldn't use it, so she made her finale dress short and swapped the two. So, you must have mean she used the finale dress early, but still, a terrible choice. Like,
Yeah.
it makes that makes sense as a promo look to me.
It
Sure.
was really just simple and.
Why didn't they let her use it as the front one?
I don't know. Oh, probably just didn't fit the theme of the promos. Obviously, the promos also have a theme, right? But yeah. So I thought we should talk about any sort of standouts for the queens that came back to looks. Obviously, it would have been their finale looks, or any like thoughts on the queens that came back to looks. You guys hated me, River Medway, right? Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, oh, River. I mean,
Oh.
I want to love her so much, but I just can't forgive that party cut outfit that she came in with. It looked like she got it straight off eBay. It was dreadful. It was so bad.
Yeah, like I'm trying to remember them now.
I know Grant made many comment about this, but I actually quite like Vanity Milan's outfit for the final. It was
Fucking orange.
yeah, I know, but like if I hadn't seen what she wore for the rest of the season, I would have liked it.
Yeah, I agree, but there's context to it though.
Yeah. With context, it was like
Say
yeah,
bullshit.
okay.
Yeah, I'll show you that one. I thought my standout, and maybe because I haven't seen that much of her, and actually her other look as well in the, well, I guess the challenge, or maybe it's before. I know the workroom. So all the final queens had 3 looks, right? They had the workroom look, the look for the challenge, and then the finale look.
Yeah.
I thought Anubis looked great throughout. I love
Yeah.
Oh,
especially
really
her finale
good.
look really, really good.
Anubis'
Yeah.
finale was good.
Like, yeah, that's why I sometimes would like a season of the ones that got eliminated first because I think there'd be a lot of really interesting drag queens that
I agree.
got rid of.
Kurt's saying he loved Veronica's mesh one. I agree. I thought I really, I don't like her or her style generally, but it was unique and different, which is something I really appreciate.
Yeah.
Um,
I think always Veronica always looks really different. Like she does lots of really different looks.
it's her makeup I really don't like. I think,
I see that.
and her like references.
I didn't like that outfit. I have to admit.
It wasn't for me, but it was like good to see because it's something different for me. Do you know what I mean?
But coming from Veronica, it's like
She looked terrible in the rest of the episode. And the I was thinking of the roast actually. She looked really bad in the roast as well. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I love their impressions of Veronica. That was all very good.
that was the best.
I know,
part
that's
of
what I
the
wrote down.
entire
It really
season.
genuinely
The
was.
best part of the season.
It
It was a really nice top 3. Like I really liked all of them. It was really like it's definitely if you told me like before this episode that Crystal would win, I'd be pissed. Having seen it, I'm kind of like, yeah, I can live with it. Like
She's got this maturity as well when she talks. Like her humor is actually quite mature.
yeah,
And I feel like we've only started to see that in the last few episodes.
it's confidence as well. Like
Really,
I suppose
but-
she didn't do well in the roast because she just didn't own it. I think actually in a few years she could probably be really
Oh
funny.
Yeah, I think she's very she's like naturally likable, like charming, and she's likable.
But
I don't think her
it's like
comedy's
she's
great,
the gothic
no.
Kendall of the season when it started.
Yeah. Also, we said it as well, but I don't know how I said it at the beginning, like when we started, probably first episode, but no idea. I think it solidifies no idea how Charity Case made it on Drag Race and not Dracula. Like she just doesn't fit in at all. Like she's great, I love her, but like
she should fit in.
she's
because
very much
that's not her
Dracula.
fault. It's fucking Drag Race's fault.
That's what I'm saying.
So fucking inconsistent.
That's my
It's
point.
Like, you've got to be pretty. Like
no, she's
why?
too. It's not just that. Like she's too much. Her looks are too extreme for Drag Race. There's no way she would fit. Like she just doesn't fit in.
This is what I mean. Like I don't feel like it should be too extreme. I feel
No,
like it's just
drag.
a type of drag. It's a style of drag, and people have to accept
It's not
that.
mainstream enough though.
But this is what I mean. I feel like
But the
Drag-
There's a lot of
judges are
kids
smarter
watching
than
show
that.
and
Like
shit,
Michelle
right? Like-
Visage is smarter than that. Like she should be hearing herself going,
Well, the thing
"Oh,
is-
you need to look pretty."
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the looking pretty thing. I'm saying like I much prefer that sort of drag. Like I you know how much I love Dracula and all that sort of shit. But I'm like it doesn't fit in. Like it's not. It doesn't look right to me. Like it doesn't suit the competition. It doesn't.
Sharon Needles did it.
Nowhere near that level. Like think what she just
some
wearing
of
that
them,
mask.
Some of them were.
Sharon Needles went quite far with it.
No,
Yeah.
not to this level. Like,
Like her
definitely not to
first
this
thing
level.
is
Like,
that
The
apocalyptic.
only
Mark,
reason,
blood
I
and
think
and-
that Charlie should have gone on Dragula is because it would have been appreciated so much more.
yeah.
It's not because I think it didn't belong on this Drag Race.
Oh, I think it doesn't belong.
For her, I just wanted her to get the praise that she was owed, and she didn't get it on this.
I can't believe she was fourth.
Mm.
That blows my
I
mind.
know,
I
it's
just felt like
crazy.
she was in it for a long time, and she was like after Veronica. It's craziness.
Yeah. So yeah. Any other notes about the returning queens?
Was it maybe it was from the last episode when the other queens came back? But I love Teresa's boob busting out thing.
Oh, that was from the comedy. That was from the roast, right?
Yeah.
The boobs have been like cut off and bleeding and stuff.
I don't really like it. I didn't like it.
Oh, but it's like a bathroom.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But mine's done with finesse and
Grant
class.
has a lovely murder themed bathroom.
Yeah, to make people feel welcome.
It's très classé.
Safe and cozy. Did you like Teresa's look?
I can't remember the
It was.
second
I didn't.
one.
It was a bit.
The one with the boobs popping out.
That's
The
alright.
boobs pop out was amazing. The red dress she wore at the very end, I thought was a little bit like the bottom part was a bit.
I am disappointed.
crappy.
Like when the Drag Race UK came out, I'm like, oh, UK queens are going to be shit compared to American queens in terms of looks and polish. And like I don't know. I feel like from what I remember, season 2 proved me wrong. But then, like I said, these are all the queens finale looks, and like quite a few of them were very subpar in my opinion. I was quite disappointed. I'm like, if like so Scarlet Harlot came out as that in the finale, I'd be like, what? Or like Electra Fence, I'm like, that's just not a finale look. Loads of them, like over half of them, like. You know, it's good if you didn't make it to the final, but then the ones who did make it to the final, Live a Day. Like if she came back as a returning queen, I was like, fuck, like you would have won that to the final. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not in UK. It's not in UK right. They did UK dirty.
But then it was filmed very rushed, and I feel like
No, but we don't know how long they got to prep for the season. But we've got any less time for that. Like these are obviously the looks. I think it's a taste thing. I think.
But I was reading an
when
interview,
you-
someone said like you couldn't even get really material because all the shops were closed.
Yeah.
Like getting stuff was just harder.
But still, you can make cool stuff with like
You
limited
can, but
materials.
it's still a
Like,
massive disadvantage for a regular season.
oh, I understand that. I agree with that. But in terms of
I
like
think-
Live a Day's dress, for example.
see, you can't really compare this season to season 2. Season 2 was like they had every advantage to make that season as good as it was.
Well, actually, they
Yeah,
had a break for COVID, remember, as well.
Oh no, you're right. Shit.
But
Yeah.
my point is just like a tasting. So, like, if End of the Day, like, you know, commissioned that dress or whatever and got it back and been like, oh, this is amazing. Like, this is definitely my finale dress. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I understand there's like limitations and you can't do things as grand as others, but like her other dress, she had a lot of way better previous
Right.
dresses.
I would say that's probably one of her worst looks.
Exactly,
on the whole,
exactly.
The whole season.
I
Even
hated
Kitty, like Kitty's was it last week, the angelic one. Her angelic dress was way better than her finale dress.
quite like the finale dress.
I didn't-
thought
I
it was
didn't
very,
hate
it was very
it, but-
fitting for the episode at
Well,
least.
basic.
Yeah, but she looked good in it.
Wow. Sounds like a
No, she
refill.
did. She's fine. It's just something like it's like a finale went blown away. Like think of Gottmik, think of Simone, think of. It's a different context with the stage and that, but like some effort would be appreciated.
Yeah, it is funny as well.
Or like Rose,
whether,
like all of them.
whether the UK
Is it, yeah.
the UK finale at some point will be bigger than it is. Like, why do the American season get these massive? Like, why can't we go to the Palladium and have
Because
our
we've
finale there?
We've got so many beautiful theatres in the
I know.
UK.
Yeah, I agree.
And I know they haven't done it in America for a few years, but it's just odd. You'd think they'd just make more of it. And I get maybe they haven't been
agree.
able to, but I would hope season 4 they like Because BBC Three's coming back next year in February on
bigger budgets.
on actual TV, so might just give away more than a badge.
Can we just appreciate how awful this series they're going to give Crystal's going to be?
Oh, Crystal's
the web
series.
series.
Can you imagine how awful it's going to be?
Or like they're all terrible.
I bet I can just imagine Crystal begging them to not make her do it. Crystal
I agree.
It's not Crystal's thing. Like Crystal isn't a web series type person. She's
like they actively like these web series actively make me sad. The idea of them, like that reaction I just had was just a genuine reaction. Like I just don't want to think about them.
Yeah, I mean the Vivians was so bad.
Yeah.
And I think
I really like
Lawrence
the
is
Vivians. I think it honestly ruined the Vivian things. I used to, I still like. I think, but like it's tainted.
I think Vivian was great on the show, but outside of Drag Race, they don't really do much. She's a bit bland.
Yeah, so I mean, what got in her as my mind is a website.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I've really seen her in since the show. Okay, so the other thing we've got to talk about is how shit that like final lip sync song was. Made me actively angry. It was like an anticlimax. The whole build up of the episode.
Get it? Like, why do they choose these weird old songs that are like? I know it's Dusty Springfield, and no disrespect to Dusty, but for fuck's sake, there's so much good British music, and they just make them like flop around on the stage. It was so boring.
What about Ella for Seafoam Soldiers' smash hit? Love My Life.
What?
Feet Kitty Dan Claus.
What bit?
I say, what about that song? I could use that song for the final lip sync.
What song?
The hit song Ella for Seafoam Soldier released. Feet Kitty's Dan Claus.
It's not broken. It didn't malfunction.
But you're saying there's best way better UK songs. I'm just mentioning one that could have been used instead.
I don't know what song you mean.
I'm so confused.
Genuinely, like, what?
Kurt, do you know what Grant's talking about?
If you know what Grant's talking about, dial 07. If you don't,
that's one of my best jokes I've ever done. But you know what? It's too sophisticated for you to. That's
fine. Right.
Oh, that's absolutely fine.
Absolutely, Kurt. I'm going to press the button. I'm getting going.
You always press my buttons. That was an old-fashioned joke for you. Okay. Should we do CUNTs?
Oh, it's so hard at this point. There's only 3 of them.
I know, which we've seen for the last 5 episodes. It's been the same like 4 queens for 10 episodes.
I know, like,
can we just pick?
And Vanity was in this episode.
Dragged on a bit,
can we just pick one queen?
Yeah.
Who encapsulates
for the full
all of them?
Yeah.
Hell of a day. Hell of a sequence.
Not in
this episode, girl.
In this episode.
I
got mine.
Kitty then for me. Like Kitty was the one that in this episode I thought I liked the most.
Yeah, me too.
Mine is gonna be Victoria for having the courage to use her crutches as she should.
Well done her.
Exactly. That's it, I think, right?
I think that's the end. Yeah, I hate the finales. They're always so underwhelming. Like
No. The UK ones, yes, but the American ones, no. Like, think how good always looks well. They look so crazy good in that last episode, even though it was COVID.
Well, the one in the car park.
Yeah.
It
was really good. I think that was like the pinnacle of the season.
The fact that Candy Muse was second.
Oh yeah, I agree, but none of that really matters anyway.
No.
But like the spectacle of it, I mean, like a lot of American finales, they build up to it. It feels like it's a good way to top the season. It just sucks that this was really shit, and the last one was shit as well.
Mm.
Oh well, Kurt's doing his anyway. Oh no, it's all of us though, so I don't know if we can go through it. But thank you, I have really quick. Oh, that's very sweet. Thanks, Kurt, and thanks for joining us as well every week. I think you have been here every single week, so thank you.
I just think it's weird that there isn't going to be a drag race to like.
No.
To what there was.
That's what I mean. It'd be fun to do some more YouTube things, but I don't know what to do. So, like, if there's anything you want us to do,
what can we do that would be really fun? Like,
what about just hanging out, our usual band? You know, which is such a good time.
We should do a podcast.
I know. We don't do a podcast.
We should have like defined themes that we have to discuss and like time it, so it's like a nice structured podcast.
You guys are terrible at structure. We're trying to keep you on track.
Well, if we have like a little stopwatch, then
okay. I'm down. Would you guys, Kurt, would you listen to podcasts? Do a podcast? I think it'd be fun to do a podcast.
Grant to cooking. That'd be fun.
I do enjoy cooking. Chris is very good baker.
What can we call the podcast?
Granty's Bakes Claws.
No. The podcast system.
What? What? I don't understand that.
Like the cast system, like different casts.
Oh no!
I mean,
let's not do that. Let's not do that.
That's a stretch.
How about Casty Boys? podcasty voice. No.
I'm ending the stream.
Oh my god. Is that the end?
It's the end.
We're just done.
Absolutely.
What a way to end the whole series of this.